Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. Now, if you're new here, welcome to the video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button down below before you leave. I am excited because today I'm going to be doing a full face of only 2023 makeup. Every product that I use in today's video has come out this year. I just felt like this was a fun way to play with some newer makeup. I do have 3 completely new products in today's video that I haven't tested out yet. The new e.l.f. Whoa Glow sunscreen. This is the tinted version. Picked up one of the new Milani lip oils, and I have the new Milk setting powder to try out. I want to start off with the Milani lip oil first because I really contemplated. If you saw my purchase or pass video, I did not know if this was a product I would like. So this is going to be my first impressions. All right, so we have a big doe foot, which is nice. I love big doe foots like this because it coats the lips nicely. Oh, that smells really good. So the shade that I picked up is lychee nectar. That smells good. Okay, let's try this out. From first application, it does not feel like a lip oil. You know what it smells like? It smells like a fruit snack. That's exactly what it smells like. Okay, maybe I put too much on. Why is it doing that? It's a little better. But it doesn't feel sticky on the lips, which is so weird. I feel like it feels more like a lip balm. You know, but it has a little bit of shine. I don't feel like this is something that I would wear in a lip combo. I feel like this is something that I would just pop on my lips with nothing else, kind of just like this, and call it a day. But I'm not mad at it. I feel like it smells really good, and I really like this shade. It also is comfortable as well on the lips, so I do love that. I thought that I would go out of my comfort zone and play with this palette right here. This is the Glamlite X Chucky palette. Look at this packaging. I told you guys, I'm ready for spooky season, and this palette is so out of my comfort zone. So I thought that I would play around with this today. So I might quickly do a look on this eye, and then we'll do the other side together because I don't know what I'm going to do. And then I thought that I would pull this out as well. This is the Natasha Denona I Need a Nude palette. I have it, so why not use it? Today I want to use some of these shimmers. So I don't know. I'm going to quickly figure out an eye look, and then we'll come back and do the other eye together. So this is what I came up with. It definitely does scream spooky season and spooky vibes. So I'm not mad at it, and it's very much outside of my comfort zone. Let me show you what I did. We're gonna start off with this shade right here. And I basically use this as my transition shade. I feel like with a look like this, I really needed a transition shade, but this is just going to go all in my crease. Just plopping this everywhere, and I love that this is a transition shade that shows up on my skin tone. So I really, really love that, and I love the tone of this. Next, I'm taking Till Death Do Us Part, and basically you're gonna see that I just build this look up as I go, but a lot of the shades in the pan kind of don't look very similar on the eyes. Like this is a burgundy kind of shade, but once I put it on, it looked almost purple. Like it was interesting. It didn't look super burgundy. So I'm just basically putting this all in my crease, more so the lower crease, and I'm just blending this in. I'm going to take this shade called Play Pals, and I'm going to just put this in my outer corner to make this even deeper, but I'm just keeping this shade in the outer corner. This palette is so deep, so you really have to work lightest to darkest with this just to build it up because you don't want to go too intense too quickly. I'm just going to go back into that first transition shade and just blend this in a little bit more. Now for the shimmer, I'm going to take this shade right here, which is really pretty. It's like a purple. I thought it was going to look really deep on the eyes, but I just like the undertone of this. It's a really nice purple. I just took one shade, which is this shade called Mia. Just wanted to kind of like lighten up this look a little bit. So I just took this shade right here in the inner corner just to make it a little bit lighter. I probably took too much just now. And then for liner, of course, I just took my one size Point Made liner. I'm not mad at the eye look. I think it looks great. When I look at this palette, I'm like, oh my gosh, what can I do with this? But I feel like I got a really nice spooky season kind of look, and I'm not mad at it. I am gonna add lashes later on towards the end, but for mascara, I'm gonna go in with the Kylash mascara. This one came out this year, and I actually really like this one. I feel like it's a great everyday mascara, and it does a great job at separating the lashes. I'm going to do a light coat of this since I am going to go in with falsies. Okay, so for the face, let's try out this new shade from e.l.f. They finally extended their shade range on their glowy sunscreens. When they first launched it, they came out with one shade. Now they've added two new shades, one for medium complexions and one for deep. So of course, I got the one for deeper complexions, and this is in the shade Sunstone. I don't even have, oh, Sunburst. Oh my gosh, where did I get Sunstone from? So this is Sunburst. I don't know if this is a deep enough shade, even though it is glowy. And we're gonna see if it leaves a cast, but this is the deepest shade that they expanded to. And this will look glowy on the skin. Wow, that is so glowy. I don't see a white cast, but there is, I think there's mica in this, right? Is there mica? Yeah, there's mica in this sunscreen, so that will make it extra glowy. Here are the ingredients if you want to pause to read. I'm very curious to see how this is going to look on someone with an even deeper complexion. I'm hoping that this doesn't leave a white cast, but it is unbelievably glowy. So you really have to blend this in. I feel like I didn't blend it in enough, but like you have to really work this into the skin. I stopped using their glowy sunscreen because, you know, it was summertime, and, you know, because of the summer, it was just making me, I felt like a little bit more oily. The winter and the fall, I feel like I can definitely get use out of the glowy version, but I am happy that they expanded their shade range. I'd still love to see more shades, obviously. Another product from e.l.f., color corrector. They gave us a $4 color corrector, and I can't remember when this came out. I know it came out this year, but this $4 color corrector is lasting me a very long time. Blends in so easily into the skin. So yeah, it's definitely worth the $4. For foundation, I wanted to use the Rem Beauty foundation again. I really like this. I did a full wear test of this if you want to check it out. This is a foundation that is honestly not meant for everyday. This is more of a full glam foundation because it has a lot of coverage. And if you're not looking for something to give you more coverage like this one, then I don't know if you're gonna like it, but it is definitely not an everyday foundation in my personal opinion. I do think it is a really good foundation in general if you don't care if it's everyday or not. This is a great foundation released this year, and this is also a matte finish, which for my oily skin people, love that. But oh my gosh, this is not a glowy foundation. I feel like that sunscreen made this base very glowy. Like, look at that. This foundation is not glowy at all, so keep that in mind. That is the sunscreen. Next up, we have the Made by Mitchell Curve Case. This I have been loving. I've been so obsessed with this. This just has everything that I need. It's like a one-stop shop, kind of. Well, for blush and for bronzer. But I have been loving this for blush. I've been loving this for bronzer. You can tell which ones I've been using a lot. The ones with the finger swatches, I haven't been using as much. The ones with the little brush marks are the ones I've been tapping into. I'm not going to use it for blush. I'm going to use, let's use this shade. I'm loving Chocolate Charm. I don't own this shade in the OG Blurs formula, but I really want to get it because it's the perfect bronzer with the perfect amount of red in it. And this is also a glowy formula, but you can set this down with a powder. It sets down really beautifully. I wanted to play around with the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Matte Beauty Blush Wand today. This is in the shade Dream Pop. It's been a little minute since I used this. So, oh my gosh, I swear I always forget to close this. So you just waste so much product. It does blend out to a matte finish. I feel like this is more of a subtle, everyday kind of blush. You can build it up with multiple layers, which I definitely might because look at how subtle that is. It's very subtle. So I'm going to build this up. I feel like we've gotten so many cool releases. Like when I reflect on the year so far, because the year is not over, okay? It's not over. But when I reflect on everything that's come out, like these products in front of me, I'm like, wow, we've gotten some really good products this year. It's crazy. Like makeup just keeps getting better and better. And I just keep getting more and more excited for it. I love makeup so much. It just excites me. And I love sitting and playing around with makeup and talking to you guys because we all can just bond over this thing that we love. Like I love it. This is gonna come together when we set it with powder. So for concealer, I have 3 to choose from. I really want to do like a concealer type of, I don't know. But I have been thoroughly trying all 3 of these, and I do have my formulated thoughts. But I am going to talk about them all in a speed makeup review at the end of the month. I think for today, I'm going to use the Makeup by Mario. I have been seeing a lot of mixed reviews on this, but I loved it when I used it. So I just don't know. A lot of people say that it creases really badly on them. I honestly feel like there really isn't any crease-proof concealer out there. I just feel like there's concealers that crease later on during the wear rather than right away. Like there's some concealers that have creased unbelievably bad on me. Makeup Forever, which I do not like, unfortunately. This one I have not had problems with. And I just find it so interesting that a lot of people are not fans of this concealer. That goes to show you not everything will work for everyone. Things that work for me might not work for you. It really might just depend on skin type or preferences or just different things. This concealer is advertised as a self-setting concealer. No matter if a concealer sets itself, you will not catch me not putting powder on because that is just, I can't, especially with my oily skin, I just can't. But look at how pretty this looks. This looks so pretty under the eyes. Like, I love how pretty this looks. And like blended in with that Charlotte Tilbury blush. So pretty. I feel like this is also one of those concealers where less is definitely more. So I try not to put too much. Like I would have usually gone in with like concealer here and then there. But less is truly more with this. Unbelievably excited to try this out. Picked up the shade Translucent Medium. So this says this is a translucent setting powder that's made with lentil extract and something else, which I'll pop on the screen, to control shine, set makeup, and blur pores for a soft matte finish. I really trust their line that's like all black matte because it's for oily skin. And I just, ooh, look at how sleek this looks. Wow. That looks really, really sleek. And I like that. Okay, it has a little sifter. And oh, a lot comes out. Wow, that was a lot. Let me close this. Because these holes in here are big. It's tapping off the extra, which a lot of powder does come off. Wow, picks up a lot of powder. All right, let me make sure I'm not creasing. Now, the shade after this one was way too deep for me to put under my eyes. So this is the second to lightest shade that I picked up. And it's bright. It is bright, but it also smooths everything out. I feel like that kind of brightened as well. This is a side note, but did you guys see the new Huda Beauty pressed powder? It's fragrance-free and talc-free, and I'm so excited to try that out. Best believe I will be trying that out, and we're gonna do a video on it because I'm so excited. But look at how smooth this under eye looks compared to this one. It is set, but I feel like that really smoothed out my under eye and added brightness, which I really, really like. So, okay, Milk, I see you. Let's do the other side. Wow, just look at this. Like, look at all of, like, it kind of adds coverage as well in a way. I don't feel like it alters too much the color of my concealer, but I feel like it literally adds brightness to the face. Wow, okay. I do wish that they had came out with a more banana kind of shade, because I would have definitely preferred that. I'm just gonna set everywhere that I place that concealer. All right, we are all set. And I like how this powder looks. I definitely feel like it has a smoothing quality. It does kind of blur as well. I cannot wait to put Fix Plus on my face just to help melt all this together. From first impressions, it's not my favorite setting powder that I've tried. It does look a little bit dry though. I just feel like it looks a little bit drier right here. So I guess prep is essential. You might want to go on with a concealer that is very, very hydrating. I feel like with the Makeup by Mario one, because it is a self-setting concealer, it does dry down. So when you do put powder on top of like the Makeup by Mario concealer, you're kind of putting your powder on something that's semi-set already, rather than a concealer that's still like wet, how you put it on. So keep that in mind if you're using the Makeup by Mario. Of course, I'm going to try this powder out with other concealers, especially that don't set themselves, that stay wet, because that is something that I've noticed with certain concealers. This one from NARS, this one is in Laguna 7. I love this one. I do have to tread very lightly though, because it is very red, and I love red in my bronzers. But I'm pretty heavy-handed when it comes to bronzer, so I really have to go in lighter than I normally would. I say that as I pile on all the bronzer, but I'm just going to lightly tap my bronzer. This is how I try to keep a little bit more control with it, rather than swiping and going ham, because I would go ham. For powder blush, I have so many that came out this year, but I wanted to keep it more with the red theme, and I was like, what goes good with the Charlotte Tilbury? And that's my Haus Labs, okay? I love my Haus Labs. Any chance that I get to use this, oh, you best believe I'm gonna use it. So, we're gonna tap into this. I'm so mad that Haus Labs made these limited edition. Why? I feel like this is one of their best selling products. Why is it limited edition? Like, I'm very confused by that. If anybody knows, if you've seen Haus Labs say anything about that, please let me know, because I'm confused. I'm happy that I got it, but the fact is like, if I was to ever, which is, I don't know if it's going to happen, but if I was to ever hit pan on this or run out or something, like it cracks or something, or if it breaks or whatever, hopefully it doesn't, how am I going to replace it? That's the scary part, is like, how can someone replace something that's limited edition? And they didn't know it was limited edition. It's different if we had known, but like, I feel like they just randomly said, oh, it's limited edition, and they started disappearing from the website. So I just don't know. I can sit here and apply blush all day long. This liner did not come out this year, but I needed a black liner. This is from Made by Mitchell in the shade Black Track. I'm just going to take these two shades and mix them together. Highlighter, I'm going to go in with the Juvia's Place Liquid Highlighter. I love this. Can you believe that this highlighter has made me a liquid highlighter kind of girl? I love this formula. I honestly just like to wear highlighter on my nose now for some reason. I know that's probably weird, but like, I just prefer to have it just on my nose, because I feel like highlighter kind of like clashes with my blush colors, and I don't know, I just like having it on the nose. It's gonna last me a literal lifetime. LYS lip liners came out this year. I have the deepest shade, but I feel like this is not deep enough for me. I feel like this is more of an everyday kind of color, and I need something deeper. So I am gonna just go in with a different lip liner. It didn't come out this year, but we're gonna do it. It's the Rare Beauty lip liner in the shade Strong. Lips is the hard part, because there were so many lips that came out this year. But I want to go in with something cool. So I'm going to go in with the Kaleidos lip gloss. I just don't know what shades I want to use. I kind of want to use this. Ooh, I know. I'm going to go in with this one. This one is like black, but it's so pretty. It kind of looks clear. Okay, I actually decided to do a lip combo first. I went in with the NYX Lingerie in the shade Undressed. And now I'm going to use that black on, and now I'm going to use the black gloss on top. I just think this will look so much better. That is beautiful. That's fun. I like that. Okay, to finish off this look, let's go in with the Beauty Blender setting spray. I've been loving this spray. Okay guys, so here is the finished look. What do you think? I think overall everything looks really dark, which I'm not mad at. I feel like even though we're not in December yet and we still have a couple more months to go, I am loving the products that we've gotten so far in 2023. This look, I love. The eye look, you know, I was a little nervous because it's so out of my comfort zone. I like how it turned out at the end of the day. I'm definitely feeling the spooky vibes. Only two new first impressions products I tried today were these two. And now that my makeup is done, I'm loving how my face looks set. I think it looks really beautiful and blurred. And I still can kind of see some of that glow peeking through. So I really love that. And I just don't know how this is going to wear. But of course, I'm going to continue to try this out and let you guys know what I think. But so far, so good. Now this, I'm happy I tried it. There's a lot of mixed reviews. I don't really know if I'd categorize this as a lip oil. I feel like it's more of a liquid lip balm. This one smells good. I like this one a lot. I'm probably going to have to try it with the lip combo and see. I just feel like it's not glossy enough to have it with the lip combo. But I enjoyed today's video. I had a lot of fun filming it. I hope you all enjoyed watching it. But yeah, I'm going to end the video right here. Let me know what you think down below, and I'll catch you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.